dynamic flow. Coming to your mat, we're going to start moving the arms side to side, opening through the body into the torso, opening up the lungs, inhaling and exhaling deeply, moving through the toes and the hips, completely moving this whole body, inhaling and exhaling, creating space in the lungs, reaching the body up and over into our side stretch, opening up the side body. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Continuing along with this, opening the side body, finding a breath within the body as we move through the side. From here, taking a nice long stance into hips position and sweeping the arms down and through the legs, opening up through the back, through the hips, through the thighs and the knees, and being really gentle. Go as deep or as not as deep as you feel comfortable. Inhaling as we reach up, exhaling as we release down. So completely letting go. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And then from here, we're going to just go along the side of the mat and we're going to open up the back. Now you can either place your hands on your lower back as you reach back and then slide the hands down the legs reaching forward. Or if you're a little bit more bendy, we can also take the stretch a little bit deeper. So as you come up to rise, you can slide the hands down the backs of your legs, reaching back, inhaling, and then exhaling, reaching back down. So take whichever option feels good for you. You only need to go as far back as feels comfortable. If you don't want to go too far back, use those hands just to take some support into the lower back for me. Exhaling, inhaling. We're going to come to standing. And from that standing position, we're going to swing through our legs. So we're going to move through the hips first, taking some circles all the way around from one direction and then switching in the other direction. Deep breath in and out, opening up the hips, opening up the pelvis. And then from here, taking that stance at the beginning, sweeping the right leg forwards and back. So opening up the hips, finding that nice neutral swing. So we're not moving the upper body, we keep the upper body nice and tall whilst moving through the lower body. Inhaling and exhaling. Only lift as high as feels comfortable. Switch sides. Same again. So we're trying to keep the legs as straight as possible. Try not to kind of bend too much through the knees. And we're just reaching up as high as we feel comfortable as well. From here, we're going to take ourselves down to the ground. So coming down onto the knees, taking our hands underneath the shoulders, opening into cat-cow. Inhaling, drawing the chest forward. Exhaling, opening up the upper back. Inhale, exhale. So we're keeping this pretty dynamic. So we are moving fairly quickly through the movements to keep that warmth in the body. Inhaling and exhaling. And then from that neutral position, sinking the hips left to right. So again, opening up, looking over the opposite shoulder to where the hips are going. So inhale and exhale. Try to keep those arms nice and long and straight. Don't soften too much into the elbows, but really find some depth into the hips. Really use that breath to sink deep into the hip and come to neutral. From here, we're going to take the hands in front of us, taking the right foot back and just moving through the calves. So just moving our way down into the ankle joint, into the toes, into the base of the foot, inhaling and exhaling. And then we'll switch sides, coming into the other side shortly. So taking the left leg out and moving forwards and back, inhaling and exhaling. Taking nice deep inhales and exhales. And then from here, we'll draw the knees down, back down to the ground. So bringing the left leg down. And then from here, we'll tuck those toes in, taking our first down dog. Now with this first down dog, I really want you to sink deep into the knees. So we're trying to find some opening into the hamstrings, into the calves, into the hips. And as you start working into those legs, start to draw the chest towards the thighs. So it's a little bit more dynamic. We're moving into the shoulder joint as well. So you'll be able to see that I'm kind of dropping my head between the arms, sinking the shoulder blades towards each other. And then I'm going to step the right foot to the outside of my right hand, bending back and then taking the left foot outside to the left hand. So again, a little bit more of a dynamic kind of lizard lunge, but we're moving back into that stretch and out into the other side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So really opening up the body. So everything is about movement here. Draw the left leg down to the ground and then reach up into that twisted lunge. You can draw that arm all the way back to open up the chest, and then we switch sides. Same again, dropping the knee down. Now you can keep that knee there if you want to, or again, extend into that twisted lunge, opening up the chest, so drawing the arm back. Take it all the way back again. Take a nice deep inhale coming into plank. And then from here, we're going to take some presses. So we're going to take those little tricep or Chaturanga presses here. 5, 6. And then from here, inhale, come into Chaturanga, opening up the chest, opening into Cobra, looking over the right shoulder, and then over the left shoulder. So let's take that a couple more times. And then we're going to start to move into the hips. So we're going to look straight ahead, sinking the hips side to side. Again, you're facing the opposite direction to where the hips are traveling. And we're really opening up that lower back. You may also feel this in sort of middle back as well. Obviously into the backs of the arms. Keep those arms long and straight. So we're really engaging the arms. Sit back into extended child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Really sinking the bottom down to the heels. Inhale. Draw yourself back up to rise into tabletop. Now we're going to come up into fingertips, coming up and down, side to side. Now if you want to make this more harder, then you can come up into a plank position, switching sides, and then coming down. So you can either be on the knees, or if you feel comfortable doing this, do this onto plank position, moving through the hands. So you're coming into these little spider fingers, getting some movement and circulation back into the fingertips there, and then moving forwards and back through the toes, so kind of like a little body saw almost, but we're just getting that whole body engaged now. And then from here, step it forward into Malasana. So we're going to take again a very functional Malasana, so kind of moving side to side. Now there's a few options. Take your hands down to the ground if that feels more comfortable. You can take your hands out in front of you, and if you're a bit even more bendy, a bit more mobile, take the knees down to the earth. So inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. So really just finding a little bit more movement and mobility. Ground down into the earth, releasing into a forward fold, and then take the left foot forward, right foot back for pyramid. Inhale and exhale. So inhaling to rise, half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale to rise, half lift. And then from here, we're going to take a revolved pyramid pose. So we take the left arm up to the sky, coming up onto the fingertips, find some length. And then we're going to switch legs. So we're going to do the same thing again, just finding that forward fold and that inhale to half lift. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And then revolving the pyramid pose. So taking that right leg up to the right arm up to the sky, and release it all the way back down. Take that left leg back together and then step it back into our crescent lunge. But we're taking more of a low lunge here. So I want you to take a really extended stretch, taking the arms inside that left leg, reaching for a big, big stretch out. From here, we're going to walk our way out to the right hand side. So again, more like a modified down dog stretch. Taking the arms out and then back into center. And then we're going to repeat that to the other side. Switching the legs over, taking the left leg back into low lunge. Looking ahead, deep inhale, walk the hands forward. Inhaling, exhaling, walking the hands round. Inhale, exhale. Bringing the hands back up to the top of the mat. And bring the hands back. Well done. Nice deep inhale, take the legs back. And from here, Chaturanga, inhaling into Cobra. Inhale, opening up the back, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, let's take our final down dog and then step it forward. And we're just going to come into the floor and lie down onto your back. From here, we're just going to take the arms out into cactus. And we're just going to windscreen wipe the knees side to side for 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue moving the head opposite direction to where the knees are going. So really just finding a nice little hip twist here, opening up the whole of the lower body. And and opening up the upper body. Finally releasing over to the right hand side, taking a nice deep breath in here, exhaling, inhaling, exhale, draw the knees back over, switch sides, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Drawing the knees back up to center. From here, we're going to roll the body up and to come into Baddha Konasana. So coming into that butterfly pose, sitting up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back. And from here, we're going to flutter those knees. So just drawing the knees up and down, little flutters up and down. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then drawing the knees all the way up to the backs of the arms, coming up and back down. Good. 6, 7, 8, and then release. Take the hands to the feet. Nice deep inhale, lift the chest forward and draw the body forward, forward, fold. Take a few nice big breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. So allowing the body to completely melt down now into this stretch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. As you inhale, draw yourself back up to rise, coming back round, and we're going to just cross those legs now, hands to the knees, closing off the eyes, rolling the shoulders down the back, lengthening through the spine, drawing the abdomen up. And we're going to just take 3 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, and with your eyes closed, just settling down, releasing, relaxing, letting go, enjoying the sensation through the body of all the movement that we have done today. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Take your hands to heart center, bow your head to your hands, thanking yourself today for this practice. Thank you for joining me.